Here's my hot take, Caleb. You put Prime Connor against Prime Ilya, I think Ilya sleeps him in the second round.
Ooh.
Hands down. I think slipping out of his hand.
Catch.
It's slipping out of his hand as
This team looks like they have the capabilities to make a dent in the playoffs.
and gets his belt back. I think he is the greatest flyweight of all time. To me, that was not Spurs basketball. It looked horrendous. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. I am your host, Tony2Beers. I am joined with the Sterns, man. What's going on, Caleb?
Good, man. Glad to be back for my second episode in a row. What's going on, fans? Glad you're back.
We are glad to have you here. We want to jump straight into the most concerning thing that a lot of the people that listen to this podcast is the status of Victor Wembanyama. After last night, he left this, I want to say the second quarter, for bumping into a 76ers player. I think it was Paul George. But it's a rib contusion is what I saw, right? Rib contusion. And it apparently can sideline him for a couple of games, which, I mean, you see him go down, and thankfully he walked off on his own will. He fell down. He didn't need to be lifted up or carried up. He walked out on his own free will. For me, personally, I think he's done for the season. Like, he shouldn't play any more games. They shouldn't try to get him out there. Not done like done for the rest of the playoffs and stuff, but like he shouldn't play any more games. Like that's too close of a call. And a lot of people know how I feel about him, and I don't, I just think he is still at the center of what the San Antonio Spurs do. And without him throughout the playoffs, it could be catastrophic. So it's not worth putting him on the floor the rest of the regular season.
I agree. I would say bench him just the regular season just so that he doesn't have to re-injure that,
like irritate it.
Yeah, we've seen it in the past where guys jump back into the game a little too early after their injury, and they end up messing it up even more.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like if the Spurs were smart, they should just sit him. I mean, there's only a handful of games left, right?
Yeah, not that many. I know we played Denver at the last game of the season, but there's absolutely no reason to rush Victor Wembanyama back. I mean, we already have that. I think that second seed is secure. The rest of the games besides them, let me see what the schedule is like. I mean, they ended up winning that game against the 76ers, which was a close game. If you
surprisingly,
saw parts of it, right? Yeah.
It was really back and forth throughout the first half. I think there was a couple moments where I think they started to pull away, but for the most part, it was almost neck and neck. Joel Embiid was giving Vic the business in the first half.
He
I can
sure
tell you
was.
that.
Yeah. Interesting though, when Wemby was out, it seems like the Spurs were starting to pull away, which was an interesting thing to notice. I mean, we did see that streak when he was out for however many games. The Spurs, I want to say, were undefeated without him on the floor, but they have after yesterday, 76ers. The Spurs play the Trailblazers tomorrow, Mavericks, and the Denver Nuggets. So,
there's
really
only 3 games left.
Yeah, no.
I don't think he needs to play.
And depending on who we play in the first round, if his rib injury is that bad, he might not even have to play in the first round of the playoffs, in my opinion, because we got the Trailblazers, potentially Trailblazers, or no, I'm sorry.
I thought it was Clippers
Suns
and Phoenix.
Clippers and
Clippers
Phoenix,
and
which
Suns.
I know I've said in the past the Clippers could give us trouble, the Suns could give us trouble, but I just don't think he's. I mean, if he's healthy, play him. But if it's kind of like janky, I would say maybe rest him the first game, 2 games, and then bring him back, because it's. I'm thinking about long term and the way these doctors, or I guess teams, have cleared players in the past. Example, Kevin Durant. He comes in, pops his Achilles in the last game. Jason Tatum. I'm sorry. Him too, I think. Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he popped his Achilles. Yeah.
But the Halliburton last year,
Hallie.
Game 7. I mean, I get it, but look what happens. Breaks. It's too risky, I think, to put your superstar at jeopardy, and in general longevity, because this is only his 3rd year in the league.
Yeah.
You don't want to hinder his ability to perform at his best for 1 year.
Yeah.
It's just I personally think it's better if it's really that bad, just to sit the first maybe 2 games of the playoffs. And if you have to, the first round, it's risky. You don't want to see anything bad happen to him long term.
If Wemby doesn't play at all the first round, do you potentially see that being as a first round exit for us? Even regardless of who we play, Clippers, Suns, do you still think that? Because we've been saying that for the longest time now.
Yeah, to just be a man about it, I would say yes, to stand on my call that I said throughout this season. I've been saying first round exit, but watching this team play, it's like Mozart, it's just the way they play. I think somebody said that in the past, but it's just so smooth. They're having fun. The rotations are good. Mitch, the exception of the game against Denver, which we'll get into in a minute. Mitch knows what he's doing. It's a great team right now. And I think they would be enough without Wemby to win the first round, depending on who they're playing. It wouldn't be an easy series. It'd be maybe 6 games, Clippers, Suns, maybe 5-6 games. But like I said, even when Wemby was out, he went down. It seemed like the Spurs were starting to pull away from Philadelphia in the second half of the game. So I think they know how to play without him. When he's on the floor, it's way better defensively. But I think, it wouldn't be a first-round exit. But me standing on what I said at the beginning of the season, it's a first-round exit, whatever.
Just because that people are going to come back and timestamp that shit.
Yeah, for real. It's just ridiculous. But, I think they can get out of the first round even without Wembanyama, no matter who they play.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, that first-round potential matchup is either going to be Phoenix or the Clippers. I was thinking that Golden State may have a chance to try to climb their way up to make it to that 7th seed game, but with only 3 games left, and I mean, I guess if you want to talk about it now, with Curry coming back, I mean, he put on a pretty good showing his first game back after injury.
In like 20-something minutes, he had 20-something points.
That's crazy.
It's a scary, that guy, without, you put him on the floor, they have a chance, I think, Golden State. In a one-game scenario, I'm not sure.
Well, and so I was actually talking to one of the random people that we drive on the boats. I was doing a shuttle shift yesterday, and one guy was really, really like glazing the Spurs. And I was telling him, I was like, the only few teams that really worry me are the teams below us in the play-in tournaments. Clippers, Suns, Warriors. And I was telling him, like, Warriors are the only team to beat us over and over again in the regular season. If Curry comes back for the play-in tournament, they're able to make it to that 7th seed game, that could be trouble for us in the first round. But fortunately,
fortunately,
3 games left. They're number 10. I don't see them climbing up 2 spots. So.
Yeah, there's no way. But they still would be a threat if they make it a deep run in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Speaking of threats, we can move on to the team that jumped up to number 3 in the Denver Nuggets, who are coming off. They are 9-1 in their last games, including a victory of snapping the San Antonio Spurs' 11-game win streak just a couple days ago. What were some of your takeaways from that game?
It was a really, really, really good game
It was.
on both sides.
Great playoff atmosphere for sure.
Exactly. In Denver, so I wonder if that may have some sort of effect. You know how it is playing in the Mile High City. It's less oxygen.
Elevation and stuff. Yeah,
exactly. What I will say though, Jokic he is fighting for his spot as MVP, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like if
they just had an overtime game yesterday too.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if they don't give Jokic the MVP this year and they give it to Shai, it's fucking rigged. I'm sorry, but this man is, and I told you this on the last podcast. Are we gonna go just based off of, what was it that we said? Because I remember I said something
more
specific.
consistent.
Yeah, consistent, or with like the actual numbers.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, Shai's got the numbers, but Jokic has the consistency. He's
And as
putting
soon as
up
you
those
said
numbers
that,
every single game.
As soon as you said that last episode, Jokic has just been killing the game, dude. I mean, he had a triple-double again against the Spurs. He had 40 points, 13 assists. Oh, I'm sorry, he did not have a triple-double. I thought he did. I think Wemby had a triple-double.
Yeah. Steph had a triple-double against the Sixers.
40 points, 13 assists, 8 rebounds.
Those are insane numbers.
Ridiculous to get that. Just to get those, a double-double in general is hard.
Just the kind of shots that dude was putting up.
That rainbow over Wemby.
Wemby's face.
Pro, dude.
Dude, come on.
One of the best.
Give the guy the MVP trophy already. Like, it's... I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't even know why we're even talking about Luka or Shai. And no
yeah.
offense, but even Wemby now, like, Jokic is just unfucking real.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature, dude. And the crazy thing is, this is just like his hobby. He cares more about his horses than he does winning accolades in the NBA. But I do think it's a strong... I mean, it's hard, man, because Luka went down. He got hurt.
Yeah.
Luka was having an insane season, too.
Yeah.
It's just Joker, man. Joker's got the consistency and the numbers, like he's mentioned. And not only that, but carrying the Nuggets, who were down almost the entirety of that game against the hottest team in the league right now, in the San Antonio Spurs, acting cool, calm, and collective, as Stuart Scott would say, as cool as a cucumber. But they rode the waves, and they came back, rallied, and won. That's the experience that everybody keeps talking about. And somebody at work was asking me or telling me that that's all they hear. Is the Spurs don't have the experience, they don't have I don't want to say wisdom, but just the experience of a playoff team. And he was thinking, like, what does that even matter? This is living proof of why that matters. The Nuggets had no worries the entirety of the game. They, like I said, looked very calm. They rallied, forced an overtime game. Aaron Gordon had that great defensive effort on Victor Wembanyama, who's like 18 feet taller than him.
Yeah.
And held him down to miss that shot. De'Aaron Fox stumbled the ball, couldn't dribble it, lost control of it.
Yeah.
The fucking coaching comes down to coaching. That's why I brought up Mitch Johnson earlier. That play that the Denver Nuggets coach, I can't remember his name right now, but drew up to draw, if you saw that last play of the game for Denver, draw Victor Wembanyama away from the middle of the court to give Aaron Gordon a wide open lane, easy lay to tie the game. It's just, it comes down to that is the experience. If you don't have that kind of experience, the playoff atmosphere, Denver's loud as hell, dude.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're playing elevated. That game it's tough, but it's scary because, like I said, the Nuggets are now the 3rd seed. If we were both to move on to the next round of the playoffs, that's who we would take on in the 2nd round.
Yeah, looking at the playoff picture here, Nuggets with the 3 seed and Minnesota with the 6 seed. So whoever wins that matchup would be our next opponent in the 2nd round. I'm not too sure, though, about... Because Denver and Minnesota have matched up quite a few times. And it's always been a back-and-forth fight. It's always been a war with Gobert and Jokic. It's always been a war with Ant and Aaron Gordon or Ant and Jamal Murray. The couple things I will say about Denver, though, they got probably one of the top 5 deepest teams.
Yeah, I agree.
Along with OKC, along with Boston, along with New York, along with San Antonio. Those are some of the more deeper teams, and Denver's one of them. Also, side note, I think I sent it to you on Instagram, the old Denver coach now going to be the head coach for the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's an NBA champion going to go coach those kids in college. That's interesting.
That'd be like Bill Belichick, which I think he's
he did,
coaching
yeah.
college now.
He's coaching North Carolina.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it should be a good addition to their program. I've seen a lot of negative things about him, which I'm not going to say on the podcast, but
about Malone?
Yeah, I'll tell you after off
That's
air.
interesting.
But yeah, but anyway, yeah, the Nuggets and the Minnesota, they've matched up quite a few times. I think Denver's gotten the better of Minnesota a couple times,
maybe,
if not at least once in the postseason. So I can see them with Anthony Edwards coming in with the vengeance.
I did say that on one. I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago. Where I was like, because I think this is the matchup that we predicted was Denver and Minnesota, and I said I think I would pick Minnesota over Denver because I feel like Ant is waiting for that playoff
redemption.
moment. He hasn't had a big playoff moment yet to where he's been able to like secure his position in the league as one of the top guys. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player. No disrespect to your brother because I know he's an Ant Glazer. But
Yeah.
for real, like he is going to have that playoff moment, and I think this year he's going to have it. Now, if he beats Denver, goes into the next round and comes up against us, that's going to be a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's also a tough task against. I want to say, I'm going to check right now, but beating Denver, it's a big thing, especially for that program in the Timberwolves. Who's to say that they're not going to ride that hot streak and boot San Antonio out as well?
So what I'll say is, in order for Minnesota to really have a chance against Denver, they're going to need more than just Ant to step up.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to need Gobert to step
Yeah.
up. They're going to need DiVincenzo. They're going to need Naz Reid. They're going to need all those guys to step up because all those guys in Denver, Eric Gordon, or Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown, Jamal Murray, all those guys have already stepped up in their championship runs. So they have that team.
Yeah, the Timberwolves are 2-1 against the Spurs in the regular season this year. I want to say Wemby didn't play one of them.
Games,
yeah,
probably.
So it's tough. But yeah, it's that's another tough match. I mean, the whole West, dude, all the way to the finals is going to be a tough road for the San Antonio Spurs. And again, the coaching is what kind of makes me nervous. I love what Mitch Johnson has done. He's turned this Spurs team around from a bottom team to a top 5 defensive team in the league right now.
Yeah.
I think they're number 4, which is interesting because it was number 4 going against, at the time, Denver was the number 1. I don't know if they still are, but the number 1 offensive team in the league, Denver. So
which makes
take them
sense.
to overtime. Yeah, absolute menace in the Joker. But that coaching is what comes down. I mean, because in my opinion, dude, if you that last shot against Denver, Victor Wembanyama, you're going to put Victor Wembanyama, the ball in his hands to shoot a 3-pointer to win the game or tie it. I can't remember exactly what it was going to do. I think it was to win it because we were down by 2.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you don't put him, the ball in his hands from beyond the arc. I just don't understand why you would do that. I'll pull up these numbers for you so I can read them to the viewers because they're probably going to say, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. It's Wemby. You give the ball to your best player. Yes, you give the ball to your best player, but don't go for the win on a 3-point shot in Victor Wembanyama. If anybody that I trust to shoot a 3-ball and that moment, I'm going to say Julian Champagnie over Victor Wembanyama.
That or Vassell even.
Or even Vassell. He was red hot a couple of days ago. But not Victor Wembanyama. He shoots 30% from beyond the arc. It's just ridiculous.
I mean, he makes them.
Yeah, sometimes, brother. These are the numbers, 3 points from the last 5 games. I'm going to read them to you. 1 for 3, 2 for 6, 2 for 6, 3 for 6, 0 for 3. One time he was 50%. Why do you give the ball to Victor Wembanyama beyond the arc? To me, that makes no sense. Maybe to throw off the scent. I mean, I think so, yeah, because he's drawing up the play to the last play of the game.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, yeah, you give it to him, but make a more higher percentage shot. Go for a higher percentage shot. Go for the tie. Who cares if it's double overtime? It's a great game. The fans would love it, but it's just
even give it to Castle.
Or yeah, well, I don't know if I trust Castle shooting a 3 either. I think Julian.
No,
Champagnie
I'm not talking about the 3.
Oh, just for the tie.
The tie.
Yeah,
that dude can
potentially getting a
3-point
like play also.
Yeah, man, him and Harper.
Yeah. And this is not to take away from Wemby. It's just in that moment to shoot a 3 with everything, all the marbles on the line.
Yeah,
I don't trust Wemby taking that shot. I'm sorry, Spurs Nation, but I don't. I really don't.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. I do see during the games whenever Wemby throws up a 3-pointer that it's just kind of like, okay, like every single time he throws it up, I look at it and I'm like, is it gonna go in? Is it not gonna go in? But like when you see Champagnie shoot, it's like, okay, that one's going in.
Right.
Vassell, that one's going in. You know, I get that. I understand.
And Wemby has made some big time threes. I mean, he's only had one, I would say, game winner this year, which was that before it wasn't a buzzer beater. It was like with 0.4 seconds left.
Yeah. It was I can't remember who they were playing.
Right. But you know, like when he makes a 3, they're great. But when he makes it, he's 2 for 8 on the night. Yeah. Like it doesn't make sense to give him the ball, in my opinion.
Well, and like you said, that might just have to come down to the coaching.
Yeah.
You know, Mitch Johnson really needs to just figure out who he has at his disposal and what their highs and lows are. Figure out what works best.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it's going to come down to. But yeah, that's it in the West. Thunder sitting on top. They're going to stay there. They're fucking red hot right now too, dude. 9-1, 62-16 record.
Yeah.
We're not going to get that number 1 seed. In the East, the Detroit Pistons secured their number 1 spot, 57-22.
Basically.
Celtics right behind them. New York Knicks, Cavs, Hawks, Raptors, 76ers, Hornets, Magic, and Heat. The Hawks are also on a little streak, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Cavs 8-2 with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden 8-2. I mean, it's the East looks like it's kind of setting itself in place, with the exception of the bottom, like, what is it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? They're all within arm's reach, and there's 3 games left on the season. That's gonna make for primetime television. I was gonna
say, I would really like something to happen to just completely fuck up the entire Eastern playoff tree. Like I want Miami to win their last like 3-4 games, and I want like the Raptors to lose their next 3. so that way all the seedings just get all fucked up.
Yeah, dude. That could happen. I mean,
I would love it.
It would be a crazy scenario, but I mean, it's just there's so much that could happen with the 3 games left. I mean,
well, here, let's look at the schedules a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Where they got?
I'll pull up. I'll just put up NBA actually. I would love to see LaMelo in the playoffs. That would be
LaMelo
good to see.
in the playoffs would be sick.
Yeah.
Their next schedule, the last few games they have: Boston, yikes; Detroit, yikes; New York, yikes.
That's Charlotte. Oh man. Hey, but check this out. Hear me out. Imagine they win all 3 of those games. Híjole de madre, going all the way. A sweep in the last 3 of the hardest games. Well, Detroit, I would say Detroit's still a good team, but without Cade, maybe they're not so much a great team.
What about Atlanta? Atlanta's got Cleveland back to back.
Oh my god.
Which is their potential playoff matchup now.
Hey, that could flip it. That could make it a little bit more interesting than we think.
And then their last game is Miami.
What happened?
I think I accidentally hit a button. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It's all good.
Okay. But yeah, that last game is Miami, which that's the number 10 seed right now. Right?
Yeah.
Who else are we looking for? Not Detroit. There's the Eastern teams. Miami. Miami's next. Who do they have before? They have 4 games left. And they got Toronto back to back in Toronto.
Eesh. God.
And then they got Washington, and then their last game's Atlanta. So it could
Get a little dicey over there.
It could get really dicey. Like Orlando, let me see Orlando's schedule. They got
Orlando just pounded somebody.
Detroit.
Yeah.
107 to 123.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then their next 3 games, Minnesota, Chicago.
This is Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando.
Oh, okay.
They could beat Minnesota. I could see them beat Minnesota.
Yeah, they could.
Chicago, which that's a donezo. And then their last game is at Boston.
That's a good one too.
Because that could, correct me if I'm wrong, that could be a potential playoff matchup as well.
Orlando
If
and
Boston,
yeah, it could be.
No.
If they create.
No. Well, they would have to go up.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, yeah.
They would have to go up a seed in order to go up against
I'm
Boston.
freaking dyscalculic. I saw Magic over Hornets.
Yeah. But that, you know what matchup really I'm kind of eager to see in the East is that Sixers-Hornets matchup in the play-in.
Yeah.
Because of how the Sixers played against us last night and how Charlotte's been playing throughout the year, I haven't really been paying attention to the games that they play against each other. So I'm curious. Charlotte doesn't really have a big body to go up against Embiid. But Embiid's not as consistent. Paul George is even kind of streaky. The only 2 consistent guys that Philly have are TJ Maxey and VJ Edgecombe.
I was about to say the same thing.
So that matchup I really want to keep a closer eye on once play-in tournament comes around.
Yeah,
because I'm
if
really
that's
curious.
even still
If that's still the matchup.
Yeah, because anything can happen. It's kind of wild.
And I do think it's really cool. The other playing game is Battle of Florida.
Yeah,
It'll
it
be,
is.
Orlando
and
versus Miami. Yeah,
that'd be
I think
cool.
that's cool.
Battle of Florida, sick. Yeah, that's gonna be a good time, dude. We gotta. The season's coming to a close, bro.
Dude,
Playoff
there's
season.
3 games left.
It just flew by, bro. It just flew by.
Crap.
The next game, like I said, Spurs got Blazers. I read them. Blazers, Mavs, and Nuggets. I want to talk about the Mavs a little bit. And Cooper Flag.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that.
Bro,
bomb
man.
he dropped.
He dropped back to back. He had a 50-point
The
game
50 and then the 50
and a 45-point game. Or did he have
I
another
thought it was
one?
a 53. No.
Maybe he had one before too. Let's
Am
look
I
at his
tripping?
numbers. No, you might be right because I remember seeing something.
Because I remember
before the
he went
51.
off again. He went off for like 51 points, but they still lost.
Yeah. Against Orlando, he had
Yeah.
51, and then against the Lakers, he dropped 45, back to back, 2 games. It's a record, a close record to Michael Jordan being the only one of that age, I think, or something like that. But he made history by being the first teenager, 51 points in an NBA game.
Okay, so
45-point games, I think, is what it was with Michael Jordan. Not
Here's-
saying he's Michael Jordan, but it's a crazy stat.
it is a bit of a crazy stat. Here's my thing about Cooper, though. You got to remember the team that he's on, man. Now, I know they got rid of that GM who botched that whole fucking Luka AD shit, but it's Dallas, No offense. I know you're wearing your shirt now, but
Oh yeah, but I despise the Mavericks. Yeah.
you know how I feel about just Dallas sports teams in general, and that includes the Mavericks. The Mavericks, to me, they have a very weird thing about their team identity, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, you know how we are with like the Spurs team identity. We're all very old-fashioned, very traditional style. We're not a very loud team like the Lakers or like the Knicks or anything like that. But the Mavericks, I just hope they don't do the same thing to Cooper like they did to Luka. I swear, if they were to
Send him to San Antonio. Actually, go ahead. Bring him over here.
just bring him here. We were this close.
We were
together.
so close.
So fucking
Dude,
close.
me and my brother were hugging each other, watching
Could
the.
you bro? Could you imagine though, had we got Cooper and Vic?
We were so
now,
close, dude.
had we not went for hold on, let me collect.
Take that dick in your mouth, boy.
Oh my god! All right. Had Cooper not gone number 1, we wouldn't have gotten Dylan Harper.
We'd have Cooper Flag, bro.
Okay,
I'm
but
not saying.
Look at the top 4 rookies right now this year.
Yes.
You got Cooper, you got Khan, you got VJ, and Dylan. Those are my top 4 rookies this year.
But I'm glad you bring that up. Some people are what we call late bloomers, whatever you're doing, late bloomers. I was a late bloomer in high school. I didn't realize I liked singing till I was like 20-something, karaoke,
I thought
whatever.
you were talking about late blooming for something else.
Oh, no. But anyway, this guy, 51 points, 45 points back-to-back, is finding his rhythm in the NBA. Granted, it took an entire season, but the guy is 19 years old.
Yeah, drop bombs like that against
What
30-year-olds.
NBA player has done that at that age? Nobody, because he's the first teenager at 51 points. I would much rather. I love Dylan Harper. Harp, I love you. But if we had the opportunity to get Cooper Flag, I mean, just think about that, bro.
All right.
Cooper in this system, it's just it would be a lot better.
Then let's say
than Dylan Harper.
between 5 and 7 years from now, Dallas botches Cooper. San Antonio delivers a trade package for him. What are you giving up?
You had to give up a lot, dude.
I know.
At that point, 5 to 7 years later, I mean, it just depends on who we have.
But that's the thing, though. He's on rookie contract right now, so he's going to be there for a minute, depending on how well he does, how well he solidifies his position.
I'm not saying that the general manager or the owner, all them up in Dallas, Texas, are going to listen to the fans, but I don't think they want to be seen like that again, losing Luka Doncic.
Now, when you say Dallas GMs, are you talking about all Dallas GMs, including Jerry Jones?
Yeah, Jerry Jones doesn't listen to nobody because, I mean, look at the team he puts out.
That's
anyway,
what I'm saying.
Sorry, guys. I love you. But it's just they don't want to be seen like that in the limelight. I think they're going to keep Cooper Flag for the long run. Maybe that's what the Nico Harris?
Nico Harrison.
And maybe that's what he wanted to do. Maybe he saw that Cooper Flag was a potential grab and somehow got really, really lucky, and they got him. But, I mean, I'm not saying you replace Luka with Cooper Flag, but it's just like you get another young prospect. I mean, because dude, I mean, at one point they had Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson, brother. Mm-hmm. That is a crazy backcourt. Mm-hmm. It's just, I mean, you might be right. I mean, I don't think they want to be seen like that again. You don't let go of this guy.
So,
like, you do not let go of him.
Here's what I will say, because the Texans had the same issue with their GM and how the team was being ran back then when we had Bill O'Brien as our coach. It was around the time where he traded DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals because of some personal conversation that they had in the locker room or some shit like that, whatever. But after that whole deal went on, they fired Bill O'Brien. They fired the general manager. They fired, everybody who was involved with making these decisions, and they got a brand new GM, a brand new head coach. Mm-hmm. Dallas did just get a new GM. I don't know much about him. I don't know what criteria he has, what experience he has in managing a team, but I would try to avoid making that same fucking mistake Nico Harrison did, because he botched the shit out of that whole Luka deal. I'm sorry, but AD, and then you trade AD to the Wizards right after that. Like,
I think at that point, it's just trying to get I think they're in a rebuild mode right now, and I see trading Anthony Davis. How old is Anthony Davis? He's been in the league for a couple of years.
Yeah, he was
injured
in
a couple of years too.
2012 maybe.
So you just get him out of your team and try to get some more pieces. I mean, they have Chris Middleton's there too now. I believe in Dallas.
Washington.
Oh, he's in Washington.
Yeah,
okay, I'm
he's
sorry.
in Washington now.
Somebody's in Dallas.
It's in Washington, and Chris Middleton, Trae Young, and some other name I can't remember who.
But you're trying to rebuild, I think, around Cooper Flag at this point. There's no, they're not in contention. They won't be in contention for a while, unfortunately. So,
do they still have most of those pieces from when they made the finals?
I don't know.
Like Gafford and Lively and Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively.
Derek Lively's that kid with the with sideshow
the
bob,
mop
right?
head. Yeah.
He was great in the finals. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they do. If they do have them, that's good pieces to keep.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know if they're good supporting roles for Coop.
No, and you're gonna have to build around them for sure. It's gonna take some. I mean, they'll probably be in the lottery again this year. I think. I don't know what seed they're in right now. Let me see. Let's see.
That's a good question.
The NBA.
They are the 11th seed.
Okay,
So they're just out of the play-in. I don't know if they'll make the lottery.
They won't be in the lottery then. I think it's the bottom,
it's like the bottom
teams.
3 teams.
Yeah.
From both conferences, depending on how bad the records are. So the
they're
teams that are
definitely
definitely gonna get those lottery picks: Washington, Indiana, Brooklyn, Utah.
Indiana's crazy, bro. They could get a number 1 pick with Tyler.
With Hallie coming back, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's wild. That is wild.
That's gonna be crazy.
But speaking of the draft, this is something interesting Ashley brought up to me the other day, because we were talking about Los Angeles Lakers and how it's a cool city and this and that. What do you think is the best team to be drafted to? If you're coming out of college, you're 20 to 22 years old, what is your dream team that you would want to go to?
Me personally?
Yeah, what do you think is the best? I said, honestly, I would pick Los Angeles, regardless, Clippers or the Lakers, or Miami. Just because you're 20 to 22 years old, you're about to make millions and millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to run around Sunset Boulevard and, you're going to have big-time parties. You're going to see a lot of celebrities. Miami, the same thing. They got UFC fights to go. They're back-to-back, L.A. and Miami. You're a couple of hours away from Vegas. What's a little flight? Go up, down. Single. If you're single, you're going to be partying, this and that,
This is where you and I differ. Because the city that I'm about to tell you, you're probably going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you guess what it is?
Indianapolis.
No. Fuck yeah.
Houston. You want to go Houston?
No. That's a good guess, though. No.
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me.
I would pick New York, man.
New York's good, too.
I would pick
That's a good one.
New York,
That's
man.
a good one.
I've been to New York. It's a fucking... It's so
it's a great
good.
city.
It's sick out there. I would love to go.
I forgot about New York.
New York would be either that or... my second choice would probably be Miami.
Miami, yeah.
Yeah, just because I've been there as well, and it's a really fun.
Never been to
time
Miami,
there.
but I've heard that the beaches are nice and
they're
cool.
they're
Good
good.
food.
No, yeah, the food's really good. There's all different types of Central American food there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I forgot about New York. That's a good one too. You got plays, celebrities, the UFC. That's another top 5 city in the country.
I just wouldn't choose LA because I'm not a big. No offense to anybody, but I'm not a big California guy.
Yeah, a lot of people these days aren't. But
we got Californians coming here.
Yeah, they say their Mexican food's real Mexican food. Sorry, anybody in California listening to this 2-minute warning podcast in Texas. Yeehaw, brethrens.
Real Mexican food down here.
Yeah, speaking of basketball, we'll move into the March Madness, the Final Fours. I want to bring up that. Did you see the altercation between UConn's head coach and the women's?
Yes. So I know what you're talking about, but I didn't see what happened. I just
It's
know
really
something
not
happened
much
between the two head coaches.
It was Gino and John Staley. I'll show you. Literally, it's really not much because you don't know what was said between the two of them. Let me show you real quick.
It was the UCLA South Carolina game?
Yes, the in the Final Four, the semifinal. Let me see if I can find it
no.
short.
Yeah, so it was South Carolina and UConn.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know what I agreed. Look, this is all it was. You just see. They just kind of bark at each other. They're just barking at each other. Now, going into the game, UConn had it was a 54-game winning streak or 55-game winning streak, going all the way back to last year. They were undefeated this season, all the way going up to the semifinals, to the national championship.
Holy shit!
And they lost.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to lose, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to lose.
Yeah.
But to me, dude, it makes you and your organization look like a sore loser.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you're going to go shake hands with the opposing head coach.
Mm-hmm.
It should just be, you know, good game. You had a hell of a season. Respect. And you lose. You know, you lost. You just want to get it over with, and you want to go back to the locker room, talk to your team, go home, relax. But he and there's another angle that shows him. He just immediately shakes her hand and just starts yelling at her. And he's pointing to the ground. I don't know what happened. Apparently, there was bad officiating, whatever. Regardless, they still lost the game by 12 points.
Yeah.
So to me, it just looks like he's being a sore loser. He's being petty. He already issued an apology for what he did.
I did see that.
But, I mean, it's just not a good look for your club and you as a person. It just – and like I said, nobody likes to lose, but you got to lose with some class. Man.
Yeah.
Regardless if your streak snapped, whatever. It's bigger – to just look like a sore loser, for lack of better words, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I didn't see what happened. I did see he issued a statement, you know, giving an apology about what happened, and all I remember reading about the situation was that it had something to do with the handshake. Mm-hmm. So I don't like after the game where they come up and say good game. I didn't watch any of that game, to be completely honest with you. But
yeah, I saw bits and pieces, but it was just, I mean, they got smacked.
Yeah, no, they absolutely got murdered.
And you lose, you just gotta, you know. And he claimed that she didn't come to shake hands with her at the beginning of the game.
So that might have something to do with it then.
But she did. She did.
He's lying.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like,
what the fuck?
Like, Gino, you gotta just own up to it, and he did, because he issued the apology to them and the organization, and it's embarrassing because not only does it make your club look bad, but everybody's talking about that. Yeah. They're not talking about South Carolina
the win
beating them. I mean, they went on to lose to UCLA by I think 20 points, but
yeah, something like that.
But still, you know, their whole victory was overshadowed by that 1 10-second interaction between coaches. And I'm not saying that Don Staley, I think is her name. Let me check before the people come for me.
The South Carolina coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is I don't want to say right, but it just, you know, both of them just barking at each other, which is like, I get it. Somebody's barking at you, you bark back. It's just not a good look for both programs, because again, it overshadowed what the athletes did that day and them putting on a good show and winning. So,
yeah.
But still, it's bad to look like a sore loser. Nobody likes to see that. And he's probably going to get shat on for a while for that.
You think he gets some reprimanding done to him after that?
I don't think so, because nobody knows what was said. It's just video. Nobody knows what he said to her.
Not even by the university?
Oh, maybe the university could reach in and do something, because it did, like I said, embarrass their university. So that could, maybe they put their hand in there and do something to him, give him a pow, or who knows. But at the same time, this guy is, I mean, 55 wins in a row. What's to say the university just goes,
don't do it again?
Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah, it's just a craziness. But glad to move on to the men's March Madness. Arizona did not win, dude.
Yeah, I'm a little pissed off about that one. You know, Arizona, and I didn't even know this at first. Remember I told you Arizona actually has a really nice squad. One guy who's on the Arizona team that I didn't even realize is LeBron's other son, Bryce James, is part of the Arizona Wildcats, which is one of those reasons that got me hyped up to go for Arizona, because I knew Bryce coming into college was already had more hype around him more so than Bronny did. So I was like, okay, Arizona's a top basketball school. They got a really good squad, including Bryce, who I know is a top at least 4 or 5 star recruit.
Yeah.
That's why I picked Arizona. But 91-73, bro. Fuck.
Bro, they didn't even... That's what people were wanting Bryce to come out and play because the game was already
Did he
gone.
even play?
I don't know. I don't think he did, but yeah, they definitely lost.
That's crazy. Let me see if I can pull up the box score. See if I can find it.
Arizona lost. UConn went on. Damn, why can't I find the...
No, he did not.
Didn't play a single minute, huh?
No, he did
A
not.
lick of basketball. But Michigan ended up winning the title, so I guess your pick wasn't too bad.
Well, and I was gonna initially I was gonna pick, and I picked UConn to beat Illinois. I knew that they were gonna go, but I knew UConn wasn't gonna beat either Michigan or Arizona, regardless. I was going for. I was funny. I saw some fans on where we work today, or not today, but yesterday. They were all wearing Michigan stuff, and I was like, "Hey, I'm pulling for y'all."
Yeah.
He's like, "Thanks." And I was like, "I have to. Y'all beat my Arizona," and they were yelling stuff. I was driving away. I couldn't hear them, but yeah, man, Michigan. Congrats, you guys. That was one
A crazy
hell of a
stat.
fucking match.
Michigan was a 45% shooting team from beyond the arc. They beat UConn shooting 2 for 15 from 3-point range.
Oh,
At one point, it was 1 for 14. UConn completely shut them out in the first half as far as 3-point shots go. So they still were able to escape a 69-63 victory.
damn, that sucks.
UConn was 9 for 33, but that was a crazy stat I saw at the beginning of the start of the second half. I'm sorry, that they were scoreless from beyond the arc, and they were still leading at that point, which was crazy. It's also the first time in 37 years that Michigan has won an NCAA men's national championship.
The last time they did was the Fab Five?
I think so, yeah.
Juwan Howard,
Yeah.
Quist Weber, Jalen Rose.
Quith Weber. Yeah, that was the last time. That is crazy. That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
A long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
But kudos to them. Yeah, that was a good game, man. It was close to almost the entirety of that game. It was a beautiful game to watch.
What makes me curious is what will end up happening to a lot of these guys' draft stock. Because, like, going into the tournament, Michigan was number 1 seed. But did they have a lot of high lottery draft prospects in their roster? Like Duke, like UConn, like Arizona? I don't know. I don't follow Michigan all that much.
Well, this is the first team to win a championship with all 5 starters being transfers.
That's what
So
that's what, and so like, and I know when it comes to collegiate sports, if you're transferring here and there and here and there, unless you actually start making a name for yourself, you don't really get anywhere. So that's why I'm saying for all these guys to be transfers in a starting 5 D1 university basketball team, winning a national championship, how greatly does that affect their draft stock compared to guys like the Boozer kid, who's probably going to be a top draft pick. I don't even know who the number 1
I'm
prospect
not sure
is
either,
this
but I
year.
think it helps boost them up for sure, especially winning the title, transferring around, and then ending up in Michigan. Some of them from Alabama. I think some were
from Alabama. One went to Tech, actually.
Yeah, Texas Tech. I saw that one, but I think it helps them a lot. I mean, winning the national championship helps anybody, any starting 5, I think, and we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure either. I know that the Boozer kids are up there, or one of them is at least.
I
For
think
sure.
there's another prospect from I can't remember what school he goes to. Nor can I remember his name right now.
Stojakovic, Pedro Stojakovic's kid was playing for Illinois too.
Yeah.
I'm sure he will be.
Which is so
in there as
crazy to think about when you and me growing up watching different basketball games, all the different stars that were like either from Europe or not even just from Europe, but just like guys that we are familiar with. Watching the Spurs, we've seen them play against a bunch of different teams and seeing a bunch of different players. Now we're seeing those same names on other people's jerseys. That's their kids. I think it's the coolest thing to see, like how we have Dylan Harper. That's Ron Harper's second son, and his oldest son plays for the Celtics, who's also the number 2 seed in the East.
Yeah, that was a shot the other day when he took on Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
The two of them going at it. It was like Harper and Hardaway.
Yeah, I saw
their
that.
seniors.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
pretty cool. So it's neat, man. It's really cool. The people we grew up with now, their kids are coming in, and we're having kids too, and they're gonna watch that. It's like the circle of life.
Yeah.
Circle of life, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. Speaking of circles and life, we'll go ahead and move on to the Masters tournament is coming up this weekend for the PGA Tour Live golfers. So this weekend is going to be a full event of golf from the best in the world at Augusta National Golf Course. Tiger's not playing, obviously. So I was going to pick Tiger as my Masters pick just because I pick him every year. But this year, I think Rory McIlroy is going to repeat it.
Yep,
I think he has a
literally just
good
about to
case
say.
of repeating it. You got a lot of contenders in there. Scotty Scheffler's up there, Jordan Spieth, John Ram, all the guys from Live, Bryson DeChambeau. But I think something about Rory just repeating it is he plays differently in Augusta. He plays differently at the Masters, and I think he has a solid chance of retaining another green jacket.
Does he still have the longest drive in the Masters?
Rory, I'm not sure. I think he's up there.
I know
but-
he's got one of the longest drives because of how much power he has.
Like in general, like
Yeah.
right now? Oh, nah, I don't think he anymore. It's
No?
probably Bryson DeChambeau or somebody up there.
Okay.
But he definitely still has one. He still hits it far as fuck. His iron game is good. Sometimes his putting is good. But I think he'll be a good chance to repeat it. That's my pick for this weekend is Rory McIlroy. I'm sending you a picture of what his menu is because it leads to our next question. Every time, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Masters, but so they have a whole week full event. And they have a couple of like a family tournament, and then they have the Champions Dinner. And the winner of the green jacket the previous year gets to set the menu. So I'm going to read you, ladies and gentlemen, Rory McIlroy's dinner is peach and ricotta flatbread, bacon wrapped dates with goat cheese and it's goat cheese and almond, rock shrimp tempura, creamy spicy sauce, grilled elk sliders, that sounds good, caramelized onion jam, roasted garlic aioli, yellowfin tuna, carpaccio. I'm not going to read the bottom stuff unless you know I can't read it.
Foie gras, toasted baguette, and chives.
Wagyu filet mignon or seared salmon. You might get the chance to get both if you're a freaking green jacket winner. Who's to say you can't get both? Because the only people that are eating the dinner are the people that have won in the past.
Okay.
Traditional Irish champ.
Yeah.
Sauteed Brussels sprouts, glazed carrots with brown butter, crispy Vidalia onion rings, sticky toffee pudding, vanilla ice cream, and warm toffee sauce, which will be served April 7th, which is today. The champions of the Masters will be eating that. How does that make you feel? That's a pretty good menu.
Yeah, there's a couple things though I'm not.
I gotta ask you then, if you were to win the green jacket, what would be your just appetizer?
I'm totally a scratch golfer.
Appetizer, entree, dessert. What's your Masters menu?
One
right there?
appetizer, one entree.
Or you can get two appetizers, whatever you want.
That's tough. That's
It could
really
be anything.
tough.
Anything you want.
Nah, dude, because if I start giving out my ideas of what my dinner would be, it's gonna seem like a fucking 5-year-old's menu compared to what Rory's doing.
It doesn't even matter, dude. It's your menu. You just won the goddamn Masters last year. You get to pick whatever you want to do.
Come on, man. Rory's giving out bacon wrapped dates. That's fucking crazy. What the hell? I've never thought of bacon wrapped dates. Who the hell is thinking of bacon wrapped dates?
Rory McIlroy
That's
is
fucking crazy. Let's see.
I'm gonna give you mine right now.
Yeah, give me yours. I'll use
So,
yours as inspiration.
chips and queso is one of the freaking. Chips and queso from Mama Margie's
Nice.
is one of the appetizers.
Nice.
The second appetizer would have to be some scallops, but I want Gordon Ramsay to show up and cook the scallops. Okay, I don't know what the sauce is, whatever he wants to do with the scallops. Entrees, I would have to go with the classic filet mignon. That's a. I mean, you can't go wrong with the filet mignon. But the second entree, I'd have to say some smoked brisket from Franklin's in Austin, Texas.
There you go.
Is some another entree you can get. Dessert, hit me with the tiramisu and the creme brulee. Perfect. That would be my master's dinner. Probably like a 5-year-old. But, we need some sides, too. Throw some sides. We'll throw in you know what? Scratch the brisket. We'll do filet mignon. No. Forget the filet mignon. We'll throw in some beef ribs, those dino ribs from Franklin's, and brisket macaroni and cheese. The brisket, though, cooked from Franklin's as well as the side. There we go. Same desserts. Perfect.
Okay.
That's it right there.
Okay,
That's money.
All right. I got
Money.
mine now. I got mine now. All right. So, appetizer. We're going to go with Texas dino eggs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. You know what
Okay.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Second
That's your dino
appetizer. Second appetizer. Let's go with. I'm trying to think of what I really, really like from. Oh, screw it. You know what? We'll do some Wisconsin cheese curds.
Oh.
Yeah. For the second appetizer. Entree. Fuck it. We're going to go full blown T-bone steak.
Oh, that's good.
Full blown T-bone
How do you cook
steak.
your steak? How do you like it?
So shout out my wife Tiana. She likes hers blue.
Blue.
I don't know if
Isn't
you
that
know-
like raw?
That's like you put it on the skillet for like 10 seconds and
Yeah.
then eat it cold on the
you
inside.
can just go get the cow from outside and just bite it. If that's wild.
That's the way my girl likes it,
That's
dude.
wild.
I don't know. I mean, however people like it. If you want it well done, you can get it well done. You want it rare, you can get it rare. However you want it.
I think well done should be a crime, so you shouldn't.
Oh yeah,
take that off the
absolutely.
menu for
but
sure.
No,
but
full blown T-bone steak. For sides, we're gonna do a fully loaded baked potato.
okay, I like it.
And I'm gonna steal your brisket mac and cheese
Yeah.
as the two sides
I like
with
it.
the steak. And then for dessert, we're gonna do what I like to call shits and giggles brownies.
Please educate us because I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude.
You make 2 batches of brownies. One of them are special brownies. Giggle brownies.
Okay.
The other brownies are made with laxatives.
Oh my.
So you got to figure out
God.
which ones are going to give you the shits and which ones are going to give you the giggles.
Talk about a strat to wear off your other freaking opponents. They're going to be teeing off. They're going to have the squirts by the third hole. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Sterns giving everybody diarrhea at the Masters tournament if he wins the green jacket.
I'm going to fuck up everybody's day.
That's freaking wild.
You're going to have a
I like
really
the
good
menu,
meal,
though.
and then you're going to end up either in the bathroom or on the couch.
I like the menu, though. That's a great menu there for you for a Masters tournament. But I'm going to send you, speaking of food, I want to send you, this is something crazy, too, that I like about the Masters tournament. It's a very exclusive club. It's a very exclusive event to get in. I think you have to do a raffle to even win tickets. But they are famously known for having very, very, very cheap food items. Ooh. So, for example, those are the real prices that you're looking at on the picture I just sent you. That's roughly what the prices of the I'll put the picture here for you, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be right here in the middle.
I see it.
But those are real prices. What are you building with those? So the picture is build your $10 order at the Masters. There's a whole bunch of items, and like I said, I'll put them up here for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to look at. But right now, Sterns is making his decision.
So my only problem is that the only 2 drink. I mean, not the only 2 drinks, but like the 2 drinks that I actually kind of want to try and be interested in. It's gonna take up over half of my budget.
You gotta get a lot of pimono cheese.
If I get a
Pimento
beer,
cheese.
that means I'm only stuck with chips and fruit.
You got something. You got an egg salad. You got a
Nah, dude,
chicken
$6 plus the $250 and the $150. That's $10 right there.
Wait, I'm confused. $6 and $250.
$6 for the Crow's Nest beer.
Right.
$150 for the chips. $250 for the fresh mixed fruit. That's $10 right there. So I'm getting fruit, chips, and a beer.
You could do chips and an egg salad sandwich or pimento cheese.
I'm not doing an egg salad sandwich.
Salad.
I'd much rather do
Throw
the
in,
fruit than an egg salad sandwich. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but that's just me. Nah, but in seriousness though, like I guess I would have to do the iced tea because I need a little bit of sugar in my beverages.
Yeah, okay.
Even with water,
I think eating with beer is kind of rough.
yeah,
It's tough. I do
well,
do
and there
it,
was
though.
that one day where you and I went golfing for one of our first times, a full 18-hole course. I think we went with your brother and your dad or your uncle.
I think it was my dad. Yeah.
And your dad and your brother quit like halfway through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
You and me continued
Uh-huh.
the rest of that course. It was hot.
It was Riverside Golf Course.
It was hot as balls.
Yeah.
I remember that.
My balls was hot.
Yeah, my balls was hot. You ordered another 6-pack or something like that just for you and me.
Yeah.
And we finished it so quickly by the time we reached the 18th hole, we were dying.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, this is hot. I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
We got to get the fuck out of here.
But it was awesome.
But it was fun.
awesome.
No, yeah, it was a
awesome.
great time.
It was a good time.
But no, yeah, I guess I'll go with the iced tea as my drink. I got to go with the cookies. I got to go cookies. I always go cookies. And then
Can't
that
go wrong
leaves
with
me $6. I'll probably go with a breakfast sandwich. And then we'll do the pork barbecue sandwich. That sounds good enough to me. Breakfast sandwich started off. Iced tea throughout the day. Pork barbecue sandwich for lunch. Finish it off with some chocolate chip cookies.
I like it.
What about you? What you got? Show me what you
We'll
got.
go ahead and take.
I swear, if you pick beer or white wine right off the fucking gate, you're a menace.
I'm taking 2 sodas, right? So I'm taking 2 Cokes. So that's $4 right there, and I'm gonna get a pork barbecue sandwich.
Okay.
And I'm going to get another pork barbecue sandwich, actually. That makes me to $10. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Tony2Beers always finds a way to sneak alcohol into courses. So I'm going to bring in the 2 shots of Jack that I have in my socks, pour them in my Coke, and then there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you get. That's why Gus is never going to let me in. That's it right there. That's the one.
We need to go golfing again.
Yes, yeah, we do.
It's been a while.
It's a great time doing that shit. But yeah, we'll let you all put in the comments. We'll make this a clip for Instagram. You can put in build with us as well. What do you think your perfect Masters $10 cap, salary cap is going to get for us?
Cap meal.
But we love it. We love it here. Moving on to our UFC coverage now. It's the light heavyweight title fight this weekend. Yuri Prochazka taking on Carlos
Pull that bitch up right now.
Olberg. Unfortunately, it was going to be a double title fight, but they moved. Joshua Van got hurt.
Yes, that I did.
And he's moving up to. He's going to New York now, so it'll be in May is when he's going to fight UFC 328. So that's a double title fight event in the future. This weekend though, Yuri Prochazka taking off Carlos Olberg for the vacant light heavyweight. I don't know, man.
I'm sorry. Yuri's an absolute beast.
He is.
He is a tank. He is a monster. He is a threat. He is
still in his prime, 33 years.
Absolutely. And to be honest, in my opinion, he is one of the better, well-rounded light heavyweights in the division. He can do anything. He can strike. He can grapple.
Just can't beat Pereira. That's the only thing he can't do.
Okay. Well,
he's a different animal. He's a different animal.
I was gonna say
different animal. Yeah,
he's a different animal. He knocked out 3. He's about to knock out 3 different divisions. Yeah. So I mean, he's just another monster. But I think if Pereira didn't come into the light heavyweight division, Yuri owns it. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Like,
he comes back and gets the belt.
I don't care what anybody else says. Even the next fight, Paulo Costa's coming up. Paulo Costa's gonna get eaten alive in the light heavyweight division. I'm sorry. He's coming from the middleweight.
Yeah.
He's coming from the middleweight. He fought in Izzy's weight class, moving up a weight class, thinking that he's going to be able to move faster and quicker. Nah, dude. These guys hit hard, way harder than what you're used to. You're going to get put on your fucking ass. I'm sorry.
He's got his special juice, though. He's going to drink his Costa juice.
Fuck out of here with your Costa juice. Curtis Blades, though, I do want to see that fight, too.
Uh-huh.
And then the same thing... I forgot. We talked about this on the last time we talked about this fight. Dominic Reyes.
Woo!
Also another guy who fought in Izzy's weight class.
Yeah.
Moving up, and look who he's fighting against. Johnny fucking Walker.
I I love Johnny Walker. Go ahead. I'll tell you what I feel after.
I was just gonna say it's Johnny fucking Walker, who is an absolute menace in the cage for the light heavyweight division. He's been knocking dudes out left and right. He did have that one no contest where he was like,
he got but he got knocked the fuck out. I think by Jamal Hill. So
yeah. Well,
he falls
Jamal
back,
Hill's a street dude.
Yeah.
He will fuck dudes up. But yeah, man, I just think Dominic Reyes is gonna get his shit rocked. Costa's going to get his shit rocked. I got Yuri winning that fight. I do like Blades. I do think he's a little bit on the downturn.
35 years of age.
Slightly. So, and I don't know who this Josh Hawkhead is, but he's 8-0. So, I don't
28
know.
years, too.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Yuri and Carlos is interesting. Oldberg is 14-1. He hasn't lost in a few years, 35 years of age. He's older than Yuri Prohaska. So, Yuri, though, like you said, is an absolute menace. He's only lost to Poatan. Those are his only 2 losses recently. I think he's lost a couple, recently. And I do agree, if Poatan ever came up to the light heavyweight, I think Yuri would have gotten the belt from Jamal Hill. I think at the time was the champ. Then he got hurt. But, I think if Poatan's not there, Yuri's the champ for sure. It's going to be a dogfight, though. And somebody's going to get knocked the fuck out or subbed. For sure. I don't know, man. My gut is saying Carlos Oldberg is going to take that fight. I don't know who the underdog is, but I think Carlos Oldberg is the underdog in that fight. I'll check right now. Yeah, let me check. What the hell? Let me check here.
Google doesn't tell me. It only gives me the tail of the tape.
It says, well, no, it's about the same. I think some say that he is the underdog. There's a lot of minuses, no pluses. Well, but BetMGM is saying that he is the underdog, Carlos Oldberg. And I think he could upset him. I think he could upset Yuri Prohaska and take that belt. I don't see his record right now. Carlos Oldberg, he's 14-1, right? He just beat Dominic Reyes, Jan Blachowicz.
He just beat Dominic Reyes?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last fight
that guy's
night.
a clown. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, and then those 2 are the big names on under his belt. Like I said, he hasn't lost since 2021. He's been on a hot streak, almost 10-fight win streak. I think a 9-fight win streak. But I don't know. I think he might have enough to take down Yuri Prohaska. But I'm not saying Yuri's a bad fighter. It's just, I don't know. It might be Oldberg's night that night.
We'll see. I do like this card for the next main card, not the fight night. What is it? UFC 328. Yeah, Khamzat versus Strickland.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
That'll be good. Van getting rescheduled to this one. But that Waldo Cortez Acosta is going to be fighting on this card.
Yeah, that guy's
so that one will be fun.
Too.
Joaquin Buckley is fighting on this card.
Sean Brady, yeah.
And then King Green
is
coming
Who the fuck is
again.
that guy?
Who the fuck is this guy? Nah, but yeah, man. Well, I'm looking forward to this card. This card looks like it's gonna be fun.
Oh, even on the prelims, you got Jan Blachowicz and that Cameroonian kid,
Jan Blachowicz.
Gautier. Have you seen that kid fight?
Gautier, yeah.
Oh my God, that kid's an animal. He puts everybody out, lights out every time. So that's gonna be a good card. You're right. That's gonna be a pretty solid card.
Yeah,
but
I'm looking forward to that one.
Speaking of the UFC heavyweights, light heavyweights, and champs of the present and the past. Did you see what happened with John Jones over the weekend?
No, what happened?
The altercation he had with a gentleman in, I don't know where they were driving in, one of the cities that obviously John Jones lives in, but he got cut off. Let me just show you the video. He got cut off, I think, is according to John Jones. I read his statement here. He went to Twitter. But yeah, John Jones got into like a little altercation. I wouldn't say... Hang on. Let me just type an incident. I'm sure it'll be the first one.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
It's nothing crazy, but here we go.
What, bro? I'm trying to get into. You're almost hitting me, bro. You gotta calm down, bro. Yeah, bro, you gotta learn how to drive, bro. You gotta relax yourself, bro. You're almost hitting me with your truck, bro. You're almost hitting me, bro. What the f?
He's drunk.
You think so?
He's gotta be.
You think he is?
If he's not drunk, he's under the influence of something.
But that's a good step in the right direction if he's drunk and didn't do anything.
Dude, my thing is it was the way that he acted as the dude. He went up to the dude. It's not like he was yelling at him walking towards his car. He was straight just walked up to him, didn't say anything until he literally was right in his face, and he's like, "You gotta calm down, man. You gotta chill out, bro." And then just flicks off. Yeah, nah, dude, he's under the influence of something. If he's not under the influence of alcohol or drugs, maybe he was sleep deprived. That, I don't know. I will say John Jones is kind of a fucking character ever since he won the heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Because he did that whole, "Can I get a oh yeah?" Like that all.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I've
When he
never
wins.
seen him act like that, especially when he was in the light heavyweight when he was first coming up.
Yeah.
He wasn't as much of a clown, but now he's like, everything's a joke to him.
Let me see if I can find what he said, because he would tick to Twitter that.
Fuck, bless you.
Yeah, sorry, I just choked on that freaking
Nope, don't say it. We
gas.
can't.
Johnny Bones. Here it is. He it's pretty okay. He said he saw it obviously on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, but
Yeah, what did he say?
okay, never mind. I guess he didn't. He deleted what he originally said.
Oh shit!
But yeah, it
Use the
seems
burner account.
Well, there's something he put. I guess something's happened to this kid, but he said, "This kid proceeded to chase my car down for 2 blocks, revving his engine and trying to intimidate me. I am glad this has happened to me and not one of the senior citizens in our community. I am proud of myself for standing up for myself and not allowing that kind of bullying or intimidation." Somebody said, "You're such a pussy. We all know it's your fault. Coke addict, wife beater. Stop trying to defend yourself. You ruined your legacy after running from Tom and ducking Reyes and Ngannou." Jesus Christ, dude.
Wait, can you screenshot that?
Yeah.
And send it to me so I can send it to my brother?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I just remember the whole thing that we did with the Spurs tickets. You had to leave the comment on your video, and his comment was, "John Jones dodged Aspinall."
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's some guy woke up angry.
Wow. He called him a coke addict wife beater.
God. No likes though, so that was only 26 minutes ago. But yeah, he said something else
That's crazy.
about, yes, that photo has been hunting my social media for the last 2 years. Got a feeling that's one going to be around for a while. Yeah, he I guess he deleted it, but he basically said that the kid like cut him off, or no, John Jones, because that guy's car is like a fucking
Yeah, it was like
Supra
a
or something, like a race car,
like a
basically.
lowrider.
And he said he was trying to go over to the lane, but he didn't see him. So then after he accidentally went into his lane, that car like followed him around and was like flashing, revving his engine and all this shit. So, I mean, if he didn't do that, I mean, this guy obviously has a dash cam or something on his car. He has those fucking meta glasses. That's why John Jones probably didn't. I mean, he had his hands in his pocket like maybe he was carrying a gun. I don't know. But regardless, John Jones wouldn't need a gun because he's John Jones. You know, he's a scary motherfucker.
Knocked anybody out.
But, you know, if this guy is so confident, maybe he doesn't have a dash cam or something. I mean, he has to have something. You know, like I don't, it's hard to see which side. And giving Jones's past, yeah, everybody's leaning towards it being John Jones's fault. But I don't know, man. I hate the way some of those guys that are in those cars drive.
Yeah.
And especially here in San Antonio, I can imagine
And
any other places.
That was going to be the point that I make out. Like, whether whatever John is saying is true or not, it happens out there. You know, there are people out there that are driving crazy and not really caring
attention.
about anybody else's whatever's going on around them. I mean, I've been experienced of it. Driving downtown from my house is it's like a video game, man. And if I only got one life, am I going to lose it? You know, because these people out here are crazy. This isn't a driving podcast. Like, this isn't a traffic podcast anymore. We're changing up what we talk about. But I could believe John Jones. You know, there's especially the kind of car that dude had. When you see the type of car it was, you can tell the type of person that is. You can tell how a person drives by the kind of car that they have. So
Yeah. So I would have to, good on John Jones for preventing that, for standing up to that kind of person that drives like that. Because if anybody's going to beat somebody's ass, it's going to be John Jones. And like I said, maybe it's a step in the right direction because he didn't just beat his ass on camera too. So
I was going to say, we may wake up to breaking news. John Jones beats the shit out of
maybe, out of one of the senior citizens in this community. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, John Jones. I don't live anywhere near you. Please don't come in. But yeah, that's the latest here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thanks for sticking around at the 2-minute warning. I have been your host, Tony2Beers. So remember, we are doing our 9 beers, 9 innings, 9 hot dogs Glizzy challenge here shortly, probably next month in May when the Rangers take on the Astros. We'll find a date. It's TBD, but we will make sure we let everybody know on the Instagram, the social medias, TikTok, all those have you. We also didn't forget about the Hot Ones Challenge. We're trying to reach our goal of 300 followers on Instagram. You can follow us at _ the 2-minute warning on Instagram. Once we hit 300, we'll get that process going for the Hot Ones Challenge. And don't forget to follow this channel on Spotify, the 2-minute warning. Help us reach our goal of 25 followers by the summertime, June 1st. We're currently at 19. We just need 6 more. So that'll help a lot.
there.
Spread the word of this podcast. We greatly appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Stay tuned here. Sterns, you got anything for the people?
Thanks again, you guys. Hopefully I'll be back for the next episode and give you all some more of my hot picks.
Spicy takes. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We will see y'all when we see y'all. Peace out.